Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. This is the card we're going to be making. For this card, I used the Ornate Thanks for My Sentiment, which is my friend. I used the Stitch Stars die, specifically the swirl, and I used the Ornate Borders die, specifically that lacy one. All right, so let's get started with our card. Here's our measurements. And the first thing you need to do is you need to take your 2 5/8 by 3 5/8 piece of Pretty Peacock, and using the lacy die, cut the edge of one of the short pieces. Then you're going to take your piece of Magic in This Night DSP, which is 2 1/2 by 3 1/8, and we're going to put that on our card stock. And this is cut so that it is not longer than the piece of Pretty Peacock, so you still see that lacy edge. So I've added that to my card stock. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White for my card base. That is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and I'm going to use my bone folder for a crisp fold. And then this piece I'm going to put on here, and it's just about the middle. So I'm going to add some glue to the back. Have you signed up for my newsletter yet? Oh, you need to. If you haven't, this is even with the edge. I share lots of fun ideas with you and tutorials that are exclusive just for my newsletter subscribers. Now I'm going to take that piece of gold foil that I cut out, and I'm going to add glue to the back, and I'm going to tell you, save the stars from the cutout. Oops, I see a piece I missed. There's a little tiny piece right in here that didn't come out. All right, now I can add my glue, and this is what you want is little tiny dots. So what I do is I get it started, and then I just add little dots on key pieces. I do try to hit the tips of the swirls so that they stay down, and the stars, if they stick out anywhere. You basically want to think about where are key points that you can add a dot of glue to hold it in place. I need a piece down here. Okay, now that I have my dots of glue on there, I'm going to pick it up very carefully. I don't want to take any glue off. All right, and I'm going to put this down, and I just put it at an angle so that it kind of swirls. Now you need to take a few minutes and hold it in place because those little tiny dots of glue need to grab, like so. Now we're going to take our stars and add them in. And I wanted mine popped up, so I used this strip of dimensional at the bottom that you don't usually use for anything else. And I'm just going to cut some pieces, and they're going to be very tiny pieces because these are small stars. All right, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to add them. Add the strip to the back of the star, and if it hangs over a little, I'll show you how to fix it. And I'm going to get my other pieces. And I'm going to add those. Here's another one. The hardest part for this is getting the backs off to stick this down. There we go. And then this is our last piece. Like so. All right, I'm going to take the pokey tool and take the backs off. And you may have to take and pull these little pieces, get it started, and then pull it off with your hand because they don't want to come off. So I just use my pokey tool and get it started and then pull it off. All right. Now what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to take this star, and this one is the big one, and I'm going to fit it down in here like so. All right, now this piece is sticking out, so I'm going to take my pokey tool and just kind of push it back in place and stick it down. You might have to do it a couple of times. So there's that one. This one is the next biggest one, and it's going to go in here like so. And I must have missed one. I guess when I cut it out I missed the big one, but that's okay. So I'm going to use these and just fill in where you see you need to star and push that back. And I've got one more that I'm going to put down here, and I'll leave that one in the center open. So just know that there are 5 stars and I must have missed one. All right, so now that I have my stars in there, and I kind of like that look because it gives it some dimension to it. Now I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock ink and my sentiment, and I'm going to make sure my card is straight, and then I'm going to stamp my friend down there in the corner. And there it is. Isn't it cute? And I pulled out the star from a Christmas tree, it was the triangle set, I believe, and I stamped the stars on the inside to carry the theme through. Now I know you're going to want to make one of these projects for yourself because, I mean, you could change this and put happy birthday. What a great birthday card for it. So you can order the supplies from my online store. The link is in the information section below. While you're on my blog, check out my loyalty program. I reward people who order from me. If you would like to help me out on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click the subscribe button below so you don't miss my videos. If you want to be notified when I upload a video, click the bell next to it. Thanks for visiting me today. Have a great day.